From a literal coffee bean shooting caffeine out of its nips,
Coffee.
to Rigby getting farted on by a group of punk rock unicorns, and, well, this.
That horse right there fell out of the sky and has to pass a US history test or the whole earth is gonna explode.
What? Regular Show is anything but professionally unhinged. And today, we're not even pretending the show ever made sense. We're breaking down the episodes that went so far off the rails, they shattered the show's own logic and turned it into a full-scale fever dream. But it didn't just stop there. Some episodes were so bizarre that some of them got banned, censored, or outright refused to air in multiple countries. So, let's dive in. Starting with the very first episode of the show, The Power, which aired on September 6th, 2010. The episode begins with two 23-year-olds, Mordecai and Rigby, wrestling a plush toy named Beef Burrito. So yeah, it's kind of weird already.
Oh, you want us to put the hurt on you? I think he wants me to put the hurt on him.
I think he wants you to put the hurt on him.
You think he wants me to put the hurt on him?
Yes, I do.
They punch a hole through the wall, and their solution is to mind control their boss into giving them a raise. Not steal money, not even lie, brainwash him.
Excuse me, sir, can I have a raise? Come on! I'm telling you, dude. Ham boning.
No, we're not doing that, okay? Okay?
Fine. I know what to do. Are you ready for raises?
And the method of mind control is not technology, science, or magic rituals. It is a keyboard stolen from a wizard who was peeing in a bush. That detail is never explained or questioned. The wizard is just there.
I don't know, dude. How's that gonna get us raises?
Aw, come on, man. Look, just come check it out. Cool.
Now, if we go according to regular show standards, you might be thinking all this is quite tame. There is no 8-bit monster coming out of a vintage game, or Rigby is not a house. But for a first episode, abandoning reality 5 different times in a single 11-minute story and still pretending the original problem mattered was quite weird. Suddenly, fixing the hole in the wall is no longer a concern because they have to rescue Skips from the moon. Yeah, the moon.
Go away, Skips. It's time for you to go away.
It's time for you to go to your room.
Yeah, Skips. It's time for you to go to the moon.
Where did he go? Did you just send Skips to the moon?
And not just that, the moon is littered with random junk because Rigby had been sending everything to the moon whenever he felt like it.
What is all this junk? Don't get mad at me, guys, but I kind of sent a bunch of stuff to the moon while you guys were in the house. A bunch of baby ducks. Send them to the moon. Soda machine that doesn't work. Send them to the moon.
You drill bit! What else did you send?
The episode stopped pretending it had limits, and suddenly Mordecai and Rigby break reality, go to the moon, fight a monster, and nearly die.
Play it! Take us home, take us home, take us home!
We did it! Yeah!
And the takeaway is, Benson probably won't notice this.
The hole's still there. Do you think Benson noticed it?
He won't now.
Dude, you're a genius!
And that was just the beginning, because up next we have Mordecai almost dying, talking hot dogs, and cannibalism? The 6th episode from season 1 called Meet Your Maker starts with a painfully normal workplace disaster, before it turns into an absurd food-based horror without ever announcing the shift. There's a barbecue going on. Not a cursed one, no haunted grill. A normal barbecue where Benson is trying to have one good day at the park.
You sure Benson said we could grill the hot dogs?
Benson totally said we could grill the hot dogs.
Yeah!
Then comes Rigby, who burns the hot dogs, and suddenly the grill is on fire. And to prevent fire from spreading, Mordecai throws the whole thing into the river. Now, this is the kind of mistake that would get you fired in real life.
Okay, dude, I think that's good.
What? Aw, man. I guess that's why Benson told me not to grill.
What?
Trust Mordecai and Rigby to come up with the worst possible solution to any problem. But the moment they sneak into the meat locker to replace the hot dogs, the episode stops being about two slackers messing around and turns into something genuinely disturbing. Because it is no longer about goofing off at work and more about watching two people slowly freeze to death because one of them refuses to stop saying, "I can fix it."
Hurry up, dude. It's freezing.
I can't find him.
I knew you couldn't fix it. I'll grab him. Come hold the door.
Did you check over there?
Yeah, I already... Dude, what are you doing?
Oh my gosh! I totally propped it open with some bags of ice! Check it.
Rigby traps them inside a freezer, destroys the thermostat, and Mordecai literally goes unconscious from hypothermia while screaming, "You can't fix anything."
You can't fix this, okay? All you do is mess things up and ruin people's lives.
Sorry, I just wanted to help.
Stop pretending like you do anything but get me in trouble. And now, I'm gonna die because of you.
Mordecai?
But then the episode commits to insanity. Rigby stumbles into a box labeled hot dogs, and now there are talking wieners. Not just that, they are fully aware of their destiny to be eaten and casually negotiate a jailbreak while Mordecai is having near-death hallucinations about Margaret.
Oh, Mordecai.
Oh, Margaret.
Mordecai, I'm gonna fix it.
Rigby?
Oh, hey, you're awake! Mordecai! I told you I could fix it! While you were dead, I found these talking hot dogs, and they're gonna help us!
What?
We can guide you out of the meat locker, but only if you will agree to take us to a barbecue where we can be eaten.
Dude, this is weird.
Mordecai, Rigby, and the hot dogs escape through a teleporting cooler, but the hot dogs immediately betray them, kidnap the entire park staff, and attempt to marinate everyone alive in a giant plastic bag as revenge for their fallen hot dog brethren.
Now!
What the?
You fell for our trap brilliantly. We don't want to be eaten. We want to eat you.
At this point, this episode has gone from a barbecue to a survival horror inside a walk-in fridge to a genocide revenge thriller starring processed meat. The solution is equally unhinged, with Rigby defeating the uprising by squirting mustard, causing the hot dogs to turn on each other and cannibalize themselves.
Stand back, man! Stand back!
Oh, this stuff's delicious!
Now, as if talking hot dogs was not weird enough, the show just had to make them eat each other, and this fan seems to agree. Soon, we're hitting the episodes that will literally make you pause the screen and ask to yourself, who wrote this, and are they okay? Like this one called It's Time from Season 2, which took a human emotion, jealousy, and turned it into a literal interdimensional crime. At first, it was like a standard rom-com. Two friends arguing over movie tickets, one guy too awkward to ask his crush out, and the other just being annoying on purpose. There's nothing absurd about this, just insecurity and bad communication.
Dude, did you see how hard Margaret laughed at me?
That wasn't funny.
Yes, it was. Man, what's your problem? Everything okay, Margaret? You seem like you've got a full plate.
Yeah.
Then, one thing leads to another, and Margaret is going on a date with Rigby while Mordecai is busy stealing watch batteries.
What did you do with my battery?
It could be 20 minutes till your date, or maybe it's half an hour, or maybe you already missed it.
Whatever, I'll find out what time it is.
That alone was petty, but he did not stop there. He took every clock in the house and melted them in a microwave so Rigby cannot tell the time.
Dude, what are you doing? You can't do that.
Can't do what? This? Now you'll never be on time for your date.
This caused a power surge that teleported Mordecai and Rigby into another dimension. They keep fighting while clinging to a floating microwave in the void, and Mordecai, in a jealous rage, shoves Rigby off the edge, killing him. Not even metaphorically. Mordecai literally killed his best friend over a movie date with his crush.
I'll kill you! Rigby!
Moments later, Mordecai is dragged before Father Time, a demonic being made entirely of clocks who informs him that Rigby's body is turned into star stuff and that Mordecai is now sentenced to spend eternity alone at the end of time, all because he could not admit that he was jealous.
He's dead.
I know! I'm sorry! Can you bring him back?
No, all because of your petty jealousy.
I'm not jealous.
Yes, you are. Peer into my throat hole.
What is that? It's true. I am jealous of Rigby.
Father Time time eventually forgives Mordecai and sends him to the beginning of the episode. When time does reset, Rigby is alive, nothing has technically happened, and the only lesson Mordecai learns is that he is maybe a little bit jealous.
Rigby, you're here!
Shh, we're watching the trailer.
That looks awesome.
I'm glad you said that, because I got us, bam, 2 tickets for opening night. Want to go with me?
Yes, I do.
The universe almost ended. His friend was reduced to stardust. He was condemned to eternity. And the episode closes on the same awkward love triangle that started it.
You're gonna have to excuse Mordecai here. He has a hard time trying to espresso himself.
Good one, Rigby.
Oh, dude. You're jealous! Admit it!
Dude, I'm not.
Well, maybe just a little bit.
Because it treats murder, cosmic judgment, and the end of time as consequences for not admitting your feelings. But the next one is weird in the exact way regular show is not supposed to be weird. It traps Mordecai and, well, us inside one single mistake and does not let us look away. In Brain Eraser, Mordecai accidentally sees Pops naked, and instead of letting that embarrassment fade like any normal sitcom would, regular show decides the only solution is wiping out memories like a software reset. Rigby drags Mordecai to arcades, coffee shops, and Margaret's workplace, but Mordecai can now only see Pop's face on her body.
Leave me alone!
Yeah, that's not quirky. That is pretty cursed.
What, coffee? Thanks, dude, but I don't see how...
No, dude. Margaret.
All right. All right, it worked.
Hey guys, can I get you something to drink, Mordecai?
Then comes the real descent. A random video store tape literally erases Mordecai's mind. It deletes his personality, his memories, his ability to function. So, to fix that, Rigby and Skips willingly wipe their own brain so that they can enter Mordecai's subconscious and hunt down a single traumatic memory. A memory of naked Pops that can outrun the laws of physics.
We're in. Wait, where are we?
We're in the tape, dude.
Mordecai! Dude, we're here to rescue you.
I can't forget about seeing Pops naked.
Ah, you're still thinking about that? Get over it already.
You don't get it, dude. It's not something you can just unsee.
If we find your memory of Pops and cover it, you won't remember seeing him naked.
Where do we start?
Weird.
Pop's room!
Oh, gross!
Quick, cover him with that blanket.
So now we're watching 3 grown characters chasing a traumatic mental image through a collapsing dreamscape, driving off cliffs, summoning bounce houses mid-air, and performing memory parkour, all because Mordecai cannot unsee something that should have been a 5-second joke. It finally ends with them erasing the memory and returning to reality, only for Benson to immediately recreate the same situation and mentally scar them all again.
There's a tape sticking out of that wall over there. Grab onto it and you should be home free.
Here goes.
It's gone! Naked Pops is gone! I don't remember it anymore.
What did you guys do? What is this mess? I can't even take a shower around here without you guys screwing things up.
Even the fans thought it was just too much, calling it uncomfortable. Now, season 3 has some of the weirdest episodes in my opinion. Whether it's about Rigby turning into a house, or Mordecai and Rigby fulfilling last wishes of a gold cart, that's just the half of it. Weird does not even begin to cover the terror tales of the park from season 3. In this episode, Rigby and Mordecai go trick-or-treating, and everything is normal until Rigby eggs the wrong house, and a wizard promises revenge.
You're going to pay for that.
The next day, no one takes Rigby's story seriously, but he is spiraling. And the next thing we know, there's a house number on Rigby's chest and doorknob coming out of his tummy. Within time, Rigby goes from this tiny little raccoon into a house. Yes, a full-blown 2-story house with a chimney and all.
Mordecai! I can't move!
Hang on! I'll find the wizard!
And ladies and gentlemen, that's when the episode starts to traumatize everyone. Suddenly, Muscle Man is getting skinned alive, High Five Ghost is getting sucked into the telephone, Skips is being roasted in the chimney, Benson is getting flushed into the toilet, Pops is locked up in a wardrobe, Mordecai is decapitated, while Rigby is getting egged.
Hello? Goodbye. What's up, Gumball?
I won't let anything happen to you.
I told you you'd pay.
And as if Muscle Man had not traumatized us enough, he followed that up by becoming a gut model in the very next episode on our list. This episode starts off as a workplace pity party with no one showing up for Muscle Man's anniversary celebration.
Oh, are you waiting for more people?
No! Why would I be? I'm a one-man party.
Okay.
Give me the bottomless wings, the bottomless muffin tops, and a cream cheese donut stuffed in a roast chicken. No. I'm gonna keep this for a minute. Those guys are totally missing out.
Until he decides to become a gut model for a pregnancy magazine because two strangers tell him he looks like a pregnant woman. Yeah, that's already unhinged.
I told you.
Tell me, kid, have you ever thought of becoming a model?
No.
Because you, sir, have the perfect body to pose as a pregnant woman. Hi, Filbert and Mulligan, Mommy Monthly Magazine.
Mommy Monthly?
Muscle Man quits working at the park, signs a contract that makes him a gut model for life, and decides to debut his new career in front of his coworkers.
Yeah. Well, these are great, Mitch.
Hey, you know who else looks pregnant in photographs? My mom!
But when nobody asks him to stay, he snaps, rips off his shirt, and starts throwing random objects into industrial fryers. And this creates a grease monster that starts attacking the park, turning the episode into a full-blown kaiju movie.
Yeah! Fry it up, everyone! Fry up everything!
To stop it, High Five Ghost turns himself into a human shield while Muscle Man jumps into boiling grease like it's a heroic sacrifice.
Why'd you do it, kid? You could have been one of the greatest gut models of all time!
The episode ends with Muscle Man encased in hardened fryer grease, unable to smile without pain, while everyone laughs like this was a normal day at work. And firefighters defeat the monster by spraying it with breadcrumbs? Like, bro, what is happening?
Firemen are still trying to put out the grease monster with breadcrumbs.
Well, we don't need this anymore.
Whatever. I'd rather be fried and hanging with my bros in the park than be making Dijon De Niro as a gut model any day.
And we wouldn't want it any other way.
It was tough to just pick one more episode from season 3 because that season is basically chaos on shuffle. There is Camping Can Be Cool, where a deer man hunts them through the woods and gets run over by a car. Out of Commission, where Mordecai and Rigby took the car to have sex with a car and they just watched. Or Fuzzy Dice, where buying Pops a birthday gift turns into a full FBI standoff. But Weekend at Benson was way too weird to leave off the list. This episode begins with Mordecai and Rigby failing to screw in a light bulb for an hour. Benson gets mad, yells at them, climbs the ladder to do it himself, and immediately gets knocked unconscious.
That's not how you do it! Here, get down and hold the ladder. I'll do it. I have to do everything around here.
Dude, Benson, what's the rush? It's not like you have somewhere to be.
Yeah, actually I do. I do have a life outside of work, you know.
Dude, Rigby, leave him alone. Can't you tell you're annoying him?
No, you're annoying him.
You're annoying.
You're annoying us.
Hold the ladder!
And both you and I know that our slacker duo will do anything but call an ambulance. So they decide to pretend that Benson is fine and take him to a party.
Maybe if I had a little help, this would go faster. His gumballs must be made of lead. Okay, he's in. Let's go.
Benson!
But there's an actual method to this madness. They tape Benson's limp body to a golf cart, slap sunglasses on him, and literally puppet his arms so nobody notices he is in a coma.
It's gonna be on tonight.
People like jazz?
Whatever, loser. You just don't know what the ladies like. Right, Benson? Whoa! You know it!
Then it somehow gets worse. Mordecai and Rigby drag the unconscious Benson to the party, use him as a romantic prop, make him hold hands, splash drinks in people's faces, and enter him into a spice eating contest. All of that while he is blacked out. He only wakes up after being handed a drink called the Mississippi Queen, which does not burn but causes psychedelic hallucinations instead.
Yo, Chuck, your Mississippi Queen was Mississippi lame.
Yeah, it's not even spicy at all.
Yeah, well, that's called beginner's luck. Luck.
The episode ends with all three of them passed out on the lawn, Benson ready to fire them, until he finds Audrey's number taped to his chest.
Benson, look!
What?
What does it say?
Yeah, man, what does it say?
Get back to work.
So yeah, they knocked out their boss, carried his body to a house party, used him to flirt, and accidentally fixed his love life. All because they could not change a light bulb. But somehow, all of this feels tame compared to what's about to come next. Because this episode from season 4 was actually one of the rare regular show episodes that was banned across the Asia Pacific region and even Australia for some time. And once you unpack it, you'll probably see why. On the surface, Bald Spot begins like a body image issue story. Muscle Man notices a bald spot while getting ready for his 1-year anniversary and immediately panics that Starla won't love him anymore.
Muscle Man, what's the matter?
What do you think's the matter? I'm bald. Whoa. I can't let Starla see me like this.
It's not that bad.
Yes, it is. If she sees me bald, she's gonna dump me. I just have to figure out a way to keep Starla from finding out that I'm bald.
That fear is actually quite grounded. The problem begins with how the show chose to express it. Muscle Man, in his quest to make his bald spot go unnoticed, starts to flex his muscles, aka his man boobs, and suddenly he becomes a spectacle.
If I keep flexing these babies, then maybe Starla won't notice I'm bald.
Oh yeah, that could work.
Dude, flex the pecs.
At the roller rink, Muscleman enjoys his date with Starla, but something else was brewing under those pecs. His chest does not just flex, it keeps on moving on its own against his will.
Are you okay?
Don't come in here, bro!
Dude, what happened?
I was trying to keep flexing, so I started punching and slapping them and stuff, and now they're going crazy! They won't stop!
Muscleman's chest movements hypnotize the entire room. Girls are hypnotized and they go after him, shoving Starla aside. Their boyfriends attack Muscleman. The ring stops being a public place and becomes a battlefield created by one bald spot.
Hold him still!
Let go, bro!
Let's see how strong those muscles really are!
To be honest, it's not the plot, but the visuals that make this episode weird. The kind that triggers unavoidable secondhand cringe, and the episode ratings speak for itself. If there was one guy the park gang constantly ignored, it was Pops. So when he discovers he is not invited to the guys' night from season 4, he just wanted to be included.
Well, why didn't I receive an invitation to guys' night?
Well, we just didn't think you'd like any of the stuff we're doing.
Yeah, you're not really a guy's guy. You're Pops.
Well, I can be one of the guys too. Chanting, chanting, chanting.
Now, they could have said yes, or just asked him to bring some snacks, but the group decided that the only way Pops could earn a seat was by completing a dangerous milk-chugging initiation ritual.
Sounds perfect!
What?
I'll beat that milk challenge, and then you'll see who's one of the guys.
But Pops was so desperate to show that he deserved friendship that he keeps on reattempting the challenge and ultimately drinks himself to death. And that's when it gets even crazier.
Raise the jug! 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 Pops?
He is now waking up in a spotless white elevator that opens into what is basically heaven if heaven were sponsored by Fairlife and full of people who almost died chugging dairy.
Excuse me?
You lost or something?
No, I mean, yes, I...
Just yanking your chain. We know why you're here. Milk challenge, right?
How did you know?
That's why we're all here.
Then there are milk drops, polite, floating, smiling blobs of milk wearing masks who quietly run an interdimensional facility for such people. But when the milk people take their masks off and start turning failed challenges into literal milk, there's chaos everywhere.
We should go to the elevator.
No way. We're gonna stay and fight. Am I right, guys? Everybody follow Pop!
Pops has to sprint through a haunted lactose facility, befriend other milk victims, escape a dairy demon dimension, and make it back just in time to lift an empty jug so the boys can take a picture.
He's awake. Give him some room.
I'm back!
There is no lore, no backstory, no explanation of where these milk creatures came from or how many people they have absorbed. And after Pop's escape, the show never brings them up again. And this fan seems to share the same thought, which means somewhere in the regular show universe, there's a secret dimension run by spirits of calcium whose only job is to punish people for trying too hard to impress their friends. Now, if there is one episode from the season that somehow out-weirds Bald Spot, it's this one. It's about a country club filled with rich people who are obsessed with toilets. Firstly, for 3 seasons, the park felt like a whole world, and suddenly we learned that there's a gated rich people compound with private security, underground vaults, ritual calendars, and everything. It starts with a fake flying $100 bill scam. Normal rich people behavior. When Mordecai and Rigby try to take revenge, the country club confiscates the park's golf cart.
Hey, what are you doing? You can't take our golf cart?
Here at the country club, we can do whatever we want.
That's right, babe.
Mordecai and Rigby sneak in wearing tennis outfits like they're in Mission Impossible Lacoste edition and stumble into a hallway full of toilets. Actual toilets. A donut toilet, a phone toilet, a Mona Lisa toilet.
What the... What's with all the toilets?
Then they get knocked over and wake up tied to chairs while the country club leader explains the plan. He bought a machine that turns objects and people into toilets, and he was launching the golf cart into space to celebrate the summer solstice, because rich and weird go hand in hand. And when someone casually suggests turning Mordecai and Rigby into toilets too, the leader goes, yeah, sure.
Hey, why don't we turn them into toilets and shoot them into space?
Excellent idea, Roger.
So now the episode becomes polo players attacking Benson, scuba divers jumping out of ponds, a tennis ball machine being used as a weapon, and a man hell bent on turning everything into a toilet. The only way they win is by turning the leader into a toilet and blasting him into space. The episode ends with the park crew calmly loading their toilet-turned belongings into a truck, while the camera cuts to the country club leader floating alone in orbit, still a toilet. Now, we're almost at the end of the video, my voice is getting sore, but it would be criminal not to mention Brilliant Century Duck Crisis Special from Season 6. It's both epic as hell and pure nonsensical brain rot at the same time. A fever dream from the very first frame. Even the opening credits are different. Mordecai and Rigby are busy complaining about badly made action figures when Pops comes in screaming about being attacked by what he thinks is a dinosaur.
What's wrong?
I was attacked by a prehistoric beast!
What, you mean like a dinosaur?
Dinosaur!
Have we seen one of those before?
It's not a dinosaur, obviously. It's a cassowary, which the show immediately treats like an ancient apex predator loose in a public park. So naturally, Benson tells his star employees, Mordecai and Rigby, to make it go away or they'd be fired.
Wow, this looks like a perfect job for Mordecai and Rigby. Get that thing out of here or you're fired.
I strongly recommend wearing protection.
And then try every idea that pops in their head, banging pots, using toy cars, even the cart, and then calling a group of tiny talking ducks. Yeah, because when you see an aggressive dino descendant, the obvious answer is cuter birds.
Baby ducks!
Hey, dudes! Time to send this cassowary bot to the cemetery lot!
Then comes the CEO of Playco, who immediately starts bullying the baby ducks into signing toy contracts like he's running a feathery sweatshop. He even tries to bribe Mordecai and Rigby with a single $100 bill, as if selling your soul to capitalism costs less than groceries.
No way, your toys suck.
Yeah, Playco. More like Lameco.
The episode then goes into a weird overdrive, like the writers decided to throw every punch possible without stopping to think about the consequences. The cassowary teams up with a squad of evil geese and turns into Mega Goose, while Mordecai, Rigby, and the baby ducks fuse into Hyper Duck, fusion mode. Everyone joins the fight, and they fight so hard they leave Earth and start brawling in space.
In your face!
By the time it's over, Jupiter is split, Moon is blown apart, the Earth is trashed, and nobody cares. The ducks are free, the geese switch sides because Rigby read the contract, and the evil CEOs casually offer them a video game deal instead.
Okay, fine. No toys, that's cool. But have you ever considered video games?
Sure, why not?
Oh yeah, totally. Totally.
There's no such thing as a bad video game.
What were the writers smoking when they wrote this? They killed billions only to sell their soul to capitalism in the end. And this isn't even the last time that you'll side-eye the writers, because this final episode is so weird that the characters feel like they're from a totally different show. In the episode Cat Videos from Season 7, when Benson storms into, you guessed it, yell at Mordecai and Rigby for wasting their time, they throw on a cat clip to distract Benson. And it works. Almost too well. Benson forgets he is their boss, has a park to run, and becomes a full-time cat stan.
What? Cat? Video?
Here's another one.
Whoa! When did they start making these?
A long time ago, Benson.
By the next morning, he is late to work, rambling about cat celebrities, buys a smartphone mid-meeting, and leaves Pops in charge, who assigns everyone to dance like it was 1892. Yep, all because of one single cat clip.
Ah, piece of junk? I've got to get a new phone. All right, Pops, you're in charge for the day.
I'm assigning you all old-timey dances.
This is bad.
Then Benson follows a sketchy online ad and gets inducted into a motion picture dungeon where people are forced to pretend to be cats for viral videos. It's genuinely weird and sad at the same time.
Now first we gotta get you suited up in your viewing suit.
What's this?
Standard industry practice.
Okay.
Now let's get this show on the road.
Why is it all dark in there?
Standard industry practice!
Huh?
Go ahead, little Benny, play with your toy.
I don't think I'm comfortable with this.
Mordecai and Rigby get abducted while searching for Benson and are hit with a horrifying truth. The famous cat is dead. Benson is the replacement, and now they are starring as cats named Stretch and Runty.
No way, Masterson. We're not gonna be motion capture puppets.
This isn't mocap. This is mocat.
They go through a lot before finally finding Benson, but he now genuinely thinks he is a cat.
He's gone crazy.
My name is Lil Benny now.
Stop it. We're here to rescue you.
Why don't you join, little Benny? You'll get full veterinary and dental.
Dude, you're sick.
Let's get you out of here, Benson.
Mordecai and Rigby drag Benson out of there, fighting laser pointers, vacuum cleaners, toddlers, and a producer who turns out to be an actual cat in a human suit.
I am the kitty human! Pile up on me! Adorable!
Twist. Ending.
Cut to black. That's a wrap, people.
They get free, and Benson screams that at least he has suffered no permanent damage.
Ah! You two are lucky I didn't suffer any permanent psychological damage. Let's go.
But then he crawls away on all fours, licking his hand. A story that started with goofing off at work ends with the boss mentally damaged by internet cats.
Shotgun! Don't run! Hold up, guys!
This episode just proved that Benson should never ever be allowed online. Yeah, I think that's enough weirdness for today, guys. If you want to see more of these videos, just keep watching the regular recap. Subscribe. Get this.